Hello, we're about to start everyone in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie and you've got my face again today. Today I'm taking on a bit of a task and I need to try and keep this beginning bit really short so that it doesn't make the replay look like I've massively failed. So in 20 minutes I'm going to try and make 10 cards. I haven't tried it, I haven't done a dry run, I haven't even made the card to make sure it's going to work, but I have got an idea and I have picked through my products. So what I'm going to be using is products from the To the Beach kit, which was from August of last year, and we also created a bundle. There's the kit, and the bundle is the papers, both stamp sets, the stencil, the ephemera, the 6x6 papers, so it's not got all of the embellishment bits and pieces that we put into a kit. And then we might use some of the seashells. It all depends on time. Oh, here's the bundle. So as you can see, both stamp sets, all the pattern paper, because there was 24 sheets in that one, the stencil and the big ephemera pack with lots of girls. And these are the seashells that I'm hoping we get the time to get to. Who knows? I have the best of intentions and I'm going to try really hard. We've got a few people that have joined us already. That's lovely. Hello everyone. We've got Isabella, Ethel, Leslie, Bet, Claudia, Shelley, Shana and Gloria. I believe I've read everyone out there. I'm not very good at reading aloud. But hello everyone. I hope it's lovely where you are and I hope you've got your kits out, and if not, that you're just going to sit back, have a drink and have a laugh at my expense. So I'm actually going to dig in and I'm going to challenge you all to time me. My watch says 6 minutes past now, but it could be wrong because I haven't wound it. So okay, camera went down. Oh, and there's two of me. Right, and I managed to throw my chopper on the floor, so I'm going to get that. Okay, I didn't want to start my 20 minutes at that time because it all went wrong. I'm going to start again. Corinne from Arizona's first time here, but ordered from us. Hello, Corinne. You've not joined us at the best of times, but we're going to make good. This is going to be fun. So the preparation work that I've done for this is I've picked 10 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. I've gone through my ephemera pack, which came in the kit. I've gone through it all and I've picked out 10 ladies, 10 of the little girlies, the little pin-ups, and I've also pulled out all the little accessory bits and bobs because you just never know. So all of like the lighthouses, the flip-flops I didn't pull, but sort of the bigger bits and the rest of the ladies I've put back into the packet and I've kept well out of the way. I've gone through and pulled out 10 of the sheets, and the ones that I've pulled out are the ones that are almost the most neutral, the calmest ones. So we've got all the stripes, the repeating backgrounds, and the lanterns, stripes, yes. So all of the ones with the pin-up girls I'm saving because also they make for super pretty cards. So I've pulled out some ephemera pieces, I've pulled out 10 sheets of 6x6 paper. I think I'm going to use this was the add-on stamp set to the kit called Beach Babe, but it's got these really cute, really simple sentiments and the little piece of wood that you can stamp them to, so I think I might use that if I have the time. So also pulled out some of the matte mirror A5 and I've picked out 3 silver, 1 gold. I'm not quite sure how we're going to go, but anyway, right, we're going to start the clock and we're going to get going. Okay, are we ready? Okay, on my computer it says 10 minutes past 11, so I'm going to start now. 5 sheets of white cardstock, and I'm going to cut them at 5.5, all of them, so they're all going to be the same. So if one's wrong, they're all wrong. Yeah, right. So, okay, now we're going, and this is, I'm going to factory line it. I'm not going to do them one at a time. I think this is going to be the simplest way to make sure that there's a fighting chance that I manage to do this. Has anyone ever tried a challenge like this? You know, don't get me wrong, there's been plenty of occasions that my dad's walked in just as he's about to say goodbye, having come over for dinner, and says, "Oh, it's my friend's birthday today, and I'm popping over. Can you make me a card?" You know, and I've just put the baby to bed. Dinner's got to be cleared up, and I'm like, "Of course, Dad. No problem, Dad. I can make a card for you in 4 minutes while you put your shoes and coat on." But you always manage to do it, don't you? But that's only one card. And I'm just wondering, how does that fare with everybody else? Do you often get the last minute, "Oh, please, could you just?" And making in this way is, yeah, it puts a lot of cards on hand. Right, so scoring at the A2, which is 4.25. Folding it in so you've got the value on the inside of the card, which makes it look really fancy. And then I'm going to do this for all of them. Okay, I'm going to try, whilst I'm doing this, to have a little read, see how everyone's doing. Got Cheryl that's joined us. Hello. All good things don't always go. Yeah, you know, they don't always go the way you want them to, do they? And yet, I still try. Looking forward. Yes, this weekend is the carnival in Calgary. So, Creative Scrapbooker magazine are holding a crop, and I'm very much looking forward to going. I've got Shelley coming down as well, all the way from up north in Alberta. That's going to be lovely. Going to have a nice chat and a craft, and I'm going to have a chill out. The the last few weeks have been very busy, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to just spending some time actually making stuff. So I might take some future kits with me to get, so that I've got some inspiration that I can share. I might take the things for our layout challenge, which is going really well. We've had some of the cutest submissions. You should have a look, it's on the blog. Right, okay, so I've done all the scoring. Now I'm going to fold them all. See, look, 3 minutes. That's not good time, is it, considering? This is going to run out quick. Maybe I should have used pre-made card bases. Is that cheating? This is an insane challenge. Yeah, you know what? I think it is too now that I'm doing it. It's going to take me 5 minutes just to make 10 card bases, but I'm going to try. I'm going to keep going. I think the idea is to get a system. Maybe I should have just scored these all at once. Is that cheating? I don't think this is going to work. Right. And I'm also not going to rush, because as soon as you start rushing, you shake, and it takes things 10 times longer anyway. Okay. Right. 10 card bases made. Eek. 4 minutes that took. Right, die cutting. Oh, here we go. So, I don't know if you noticed, but compared to the last time I did this, I'm actually standing. I thought I need to not be spinning on my chair when I try and use the die cut machine. So, here, stitched rectangles. I am using the second largest, and I am going to take all of the sheets of patterned paper that I picked out earlier and just run them through. Now I'm going to do it in portrait, so upright, the die goes this way, and I've double checked to make sure that all of the designs are the correct way up, because for example this one, I mean, you could, if you wanted to, just have the blue. Oh no, it wouldn't, it would chop the top off anyway. So Make sure you got your paper all the right way up. And let's start cutting. So, yeah, this is definitely not going to happen in 20 minutes, is it? Not if we want them to look half decent anyway. Eek. So today's a big day. My sister, my youngest sister, graduated from university in England, and I am super sad that I am not there with her. It's such an achievement. She's worked so hard. She's done this degree whilst having a little man at home, and all of the trials and tribulations that life throws at you. I am going to try to make sure that the die on these particular ones, I'm actually going to tape it down, because there's lines on it, it will really stick out like a sore thumb if it's not straight. So I'm going to make, where do I want this? There. So I'm going to stick it down so that it doesn't shift inside the ink. Oh, good. 6 minutes gone. Okay. So, I'm sorry that I keep jumping in and out of screen. I'm not used to having the camera in front like this. Let's get that tape off without tearing it. That's my favourite thing to do. There it goes. It's alright, we'll make good. Paper always tears, doesn't it? So, I didn't have that lined up particularly well, so I'm going to trim. It has actually kept the stitching on, which is the important bit. Okay. If I had have cheated and done all the die cutting beforehand, and made all the card bases beforehand, and if this was an assembly video, it definitely would have been okay. But I think because I'm trying to be a purist and do it honestly, I think it's probably not going to happen. That's one of my little boy's favourite phrases, not going to happen. When I'm playing a game or something and I'm trying really hard to, you know, keep it going, keep it together. It's like, it's not going to happen, Mum. He's a charmer like that. Eek. Right, where are we? Absolutely multitasking. Trying to. Right, okay. So we're pulling away the paper, keeping the good bit, getting the next one. We're getting there. The thing is, I don't want these cards to be just a piece of patterned paper stuck to a card base, which is in its own right handmade. And if you do it and it takes your time and your effort, that is absolutely a handmade card. But I had an idea in mind, so we'll see. And the thing is, if you all need to jump out after 20 minutes, totally understand, but I am making these 10 cards. So beach kit was fun. We've got Jana here. Sorry, fell straight back into it, even after you two told me. Yes, this was a super fun kit. I love the Lash girls. They are so happy and cheery. And yeah, I wanted to do something with Red Riding Hood, but I wanted all of the papers from this. I wanted to have, oh gosh, lots to choose from. So, okay. I think we're like halfway now. We've got halfway through the time as well, so it's not going well in that regard, but I'm having fun. So, can't wait to see the idea. Yeah, you know what? I should have actually made one to help encourage people along. You're right, Shanna. That would have been helpful, wouldn't it? Eek. Right. I hope people don't come here for professionalism, because it's not what they're going to get. They're going to get someone who likes to have fun and, yeah, it's a good day when I manage to not swear. So I think we're doing well so far, especially with the camera going out and dropping the guillotine and all of the other joyful bits that just slip in. Okay. So this weekend, what day is it? Today's Tuesday, isn't it? So this week, it's Creativation, and they're holding it in Seattle this year, and we were very tempted to go because I haven't been since before lockdown, and I used to have such a lovely time. Obviously, it was work related. It was real hard work, going and chatting with nice crafty people and going to see all the lovely new things and people. Eek. Have I ever thought of having a cat series? Sorry, I completely digressed here. It's asked, have you ever thought of having a cat series? I'm just trying to think. You know, we've done over 100 kits now, and we've done special editions, and we've done. You know, we have done lots and lots, and we have included cats in certain collections, but we haven't done a complete cat collection. However, the suggestion is something I always want, so I will put it on the mood board. You can't see it, but over that way, this is my studio that we're currently in. I should be making whilst I'm talking, otherwise we're going to have no chance. I have a big whiteboard and all the ideas, all of the projects, the new products that we've got coming, all of the different stages. And the whiteboard is not actually, oh gosh, pegged up on the wall at the moment. It's sort of lent. But that is exactly the sort of thing that I will put right up on there. Okay. What other animals would people like to see? I know Leslie would like dogs. I can put that in already. But we put dog dies in after Leslie's suggestion of woofies. We oh, last one. Get in there. Right. Oh, the rest of this is gonna take seconds. We're definitely gonna make it work. It's nothing like a good fib, is there, when you've got a big old group of people watching and listening. Right, another one that I need to make sure I'm straight on, because it's got the straight lines. Excuse how skew-if the craft mat is. I will straighten that up in case everybody else's OCD is going nuts. Right, 10. That was harder work than it looks. It's got quite warm in here now. Okay, put my die back with the set. Let's get that out the way. Thank you, die cut machine. Okay, right. How's that, everyone? Good. Okay, so we've got our 10 card bases and we've got 10 pieces of pattern paper. Now what I'm going to do is take them in twos and chop them. So I've got to, should have done this beforehand, but I'm not very good at the cheaty thing, you know. I want to make them. Who have we got? Cats would be the vote. I would be so stressed with this challenge, but I have faith. You know what, Christy? This was a really stupid idea. It was a good idea, but it was a stupid one. Right, so I'm going to now pick these to double up. So I want to pick the busy ones. Let's go busy, 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 and busy. And then now I'm going to match them to calmer ones. Now that's a really blue one, so I'll put that with just the white. This has got a lot of red, so I think that will look nice with that one. This has got the beach towel, so let's put that with the one that looks like waves. And beach huts and beach huts. Right, okay, so I've teamed those all up. I'm going to get my little mini trimmer. And the reason that you do them in twos, you could do them all in one go if you were really confident in your trimmer, but I'm not. So I am going to cut these at a jaunt. There's no exact science. I'm not very good at the whole measuring thing. I tend to, yeah, just go with what I think looks okay. And I think I'm going to, no. Oh, which way to go? No, I'm going to go with how I was going. So I'm just going to put them in. I've got the top corner just above the 2-inch mark. and I'm going to slice at an angle. And then I'm going to put those 4 pieces now together, and I'm going to do the same with all of these. Oh my goodness, there's snow on the ground, but I'm so hot, and I think it's just because I'm stressing myself out doing this. Okay, 2. 3. As you can see, the angles are all slightly different, but as long as you've got 2 that are cut the same, it's going to be fine, she says. Oh, don't leave that behind. Right. Now, look at me go. Yeah, watch me go. Honestly, wine is going to be needed. Right. Okay. Oh, Margot, you got here in the end, honey. That's what matters. It's lovely to see, well, read. Lovely to read you. What do we say here that's polite? Thanks for joining us. Let's go with that one. Right, so we've chopped those. Now, card bases and tape. You know that my mouse is going to run out now, don't you? So, how we're going to do this, we're going to get the top 2 and we're going to switch. Ta-da! So, tape, whichever tape you like to use. And remember, I picked the one that was just smaller than the big. Now what you can do is you could, if you wanted, tape the card blank instead. That might... Okay, so we have card base number 1. Oh, we've only got 3 minutes left. I think we may not have enough time for this, but we're going to keep going. Right, let's try taping. Oh, it's a very squeaky mouse. Do we have another one? Have a look in the trolley, maybe. I'm getting my magic hands to help so that I can keep putting these together. Okay, 2. No, that's 2. He's holding up my ATG, which is a wonderful machine, but it is not very live video friendly, as you can imagine with the size. It will make my camera try and focus. Oh, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Thank you very much. He has produced one. He is a clever boy. Okay, 2, 3. That's 3. Sorry, I can't count now. Okay, so what I think we have to do is, being that there's 2 minutes left, if we're going to try and do this in the future, I'm going to have to do a lot of prep work. 4. Great design, you're doing great. Thank you, Gloria. Oh, apart from there we go. Gets very angry with me, my mouse. Right, so 1, 2. Okay. This also works really nicely as a layout design, obviously, but for the purposes of this, it was just something that I had hoped wouldn't take long, but I didn't give enough time for the making of the card bases. I mean, I lost 4 minutes on that. Ignore the clock, just have fun. Thank you, Christy. I think the clock is laughing at me, but that's fine. I tried, and I will consider it again and reconsider my design. And in our kits, we do put card blanks sometimes with envelopes, so it actually wouldn't be cheating. Oh, we've got 1 minute to go. Liam's putting it up on my screen now, being mean. So, I really like these papers though. I mean, I am the queen of blue. I'm wearing green today because my youngest sister gave me this cardigan and it's her graduation. So, and she doesn't like metal, she doesn't like jewellery. I'm wearing a ring that she bought me to think of her, but yeah. Anyhow, look at me with my digression. Blue, the paper. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And the sea theme too. Eek! Right, okay, so look, this was 20 minutes. And in theory, if I really quickly, within the next 30 seconds, manage to assemble this, then I have actually made... Eek! Come on. Right. Okay, so that was 20 minutes. I have made 20 card bases. So what I'm going to do now is finish making these and not flap. But you can make 20 card bases in 20 minutes. So 10 card base in 20 minutes. Sorry guys. It's, yeah. But I'm not going to flap about it anymore. So what's next is I picked out some oval dies from the nesting die sets, and these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th and 8th from the biggest down. I feel like I can breathe again now. Now that I know that I'm not being timed. Right. Great thing is that you learn from experience. You know what? I am going to try and do it. I will come up with another one at some point. Now let me think. No. Before I die cut, I am going to get some plain card and I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to do this one with the stencil. Would never have had time to do this, would I? All these great big ideas. I'm going to get my blending mat. Excuse me reaching. Oh gosh, of course. All the way at the back. Right. Get my mat. This was one of the add-ons that it was in the bundle as well, in case it was something you saw and you were like, oh, I really want this. And you go and look and you realise you don't have it. It's because it was part of the, it was one of the add-ons. But any stencil will do. And it's not just the stencil background I'm going to create with. So I've picked out 3 oxides. Faded jeans, broken china, tumbled glass. They all match the papers really nicely. I will leave those here. Leslie asks if her blog challenge actually posted on the blog, and it did. It's in the in links, which is exactly where you need it to be. And it's there. I saw it yesterday. It's really cute. Peel-offs are epic. Right, so I'm loading with a blending brush some tumbled glass. This was the first stencil that we actually made ourselves. And as you can tell by the design, it was an absolute torture test. I think Liam may have a few additional grey hairs now. Wasn't intentional, of course. I'm just smudging this tumbled glass gently, like you don't want any harsh lines anywhere, so have a very light soft hand, and although it doesn't look dark, if I peel this back you'll be able to see it straight away. It is really, really super deceiving, especially the pale colours. But anyway, so I've put a bit of that on, and because I'm going from light to dark, I am not going to worry too much about cleaning the brush in between, because it's not going to hurt. And now I'm using the broken china, and I'm going over where the blue was from the tumbled glass a little bit, and I'm going elsewhere. There is no rule or regulation with how you do this. It is just get some colour down. I do try my hardest to use more of the pale and gradually get less. And this last one is faded jeans, so I'm going to pop just some little smudges in. This is obviously a really nice deep grey blue, which matches a lot of the ephemera and paper bits really, really well. But what I want is a super subtle background, and it's one of the reasons that I really enjoy the oxide inks, because they are so soft and they're like butter to blend. Probably shouldn't be holding my fingers over the top of it like this, but here we are. Right, I think I'm about done. I'm just going to go back to the tumbled glass and just make sure that we haven't got any areas of really stark white, because that's not something that we want. Right, okay, so tumbled glass, broken china. It's super dry here, so I have to put my lids back on the ink pads immediately. In England, you could leave them off for 6 weeks and it wouldn't notice. Not here. Right, okay, so favourite bit of doing the stenciling is the reveal. And it's just so pretty. It's so subtle, it's so soft. With Liam's beard hair in it. It's delightful, isn't it? All right. As you can see, really, really pretty. That was 3 ink. You don't need to use 3 ink pads at all. I will clean my brush later, I promise. Now, the smaller of the 2 stitched ovals, I'm going to try and get as many as I can. I might only get 3, but I'm going to try. I'm going to see what I can do. Let's tape it down. I'm going to try to be as frugal with this as possible. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, maybe? That might be a bit keen. Let's see how it works. Right. Ooh. Cool stencil. Yeah, it's a really, really beautiful stencil, and it works for everything because it doesn't have to be beach waves. You know, it can be, oh, what else can it be? It could be like dream waves, like for little baby cards. It could be clouds, if you're doing like a unicorn card. Lots and lots of lovely uses. Right, okay. Ooh. Gosh, now, of course, now the craft mat's on the wonk again. Maybe I should tape it down when I'm doing these. Okay, so there we've got 1. Oh, now that's stuck to the mat. We have 1. Let's go for the next one. That's probably number 2. Oh, I reckon we might get 4 out of this one. If I was trying to stick within the 20 minutes, I wouldn't have used the stencil. I had it on the desk in case things went awry, but the ink blending, it's not quick. It's not slow by any stretch, and it is fun because you can try to recreate exactly the same thing twice and it just won't work. Ooh, right. So, number 2. Can go in the bin. Number 3. I try to always get the tape on the die and on the outside. Sorry, I've just done that under my face. On the die and on the outside. I try not to get it on the inside because I always seem to tear it. I don't care if it tears on the outside. Okay, so there's 3. And now number 4, just quickly gonna see if I can squeeze. Oh, look at that. Isn't it lovely when a plan works out? I knew that would happen, honest. Okay, so this is 4. That's it, okay. Again, this would have been an ideal cheat to have had done before time. I could have die cut this all out. I think if I had all the die cutting and the card bases done, then I don't think this would have been the issue that it turned into with time. But anyway, the next step, let me do my mat. Good? Right. So the next actual step, is the stencil still available to buy? It is, sweetheart. It's in the bundles, in the To the Beach bundle. And individually it is listed as, yeah, To the Beach stencil. It's a 6x6 stencil, and Should be on the website. Now I'm going to do some peel offs because I know everyone loves a peel off. Going to use straight white gold finish. This I did prep a little bit because, as you can see, I've got a few straights, and I'm so sorry about the boxes, everyone. I know we get emails, I would say every week, asking about the peel off boxes, and we are yet to be able to source them. Because we had them made in England when we were in England, but they don't travel particularly well when they're on bulk. So yeah, they're not willing. The manufacturer that we had making them up isn't willing to ship them to us. So we're coming up with something. Please don't think that we are ignoring. Right, so I'm just going to stick a straight peel off just to finish the front of the card. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to use the waste bit because I am as frugal as, because I also know that there's going to be a topper. So it's not going to be a problem. In fact, I'm just going to snip the end, because with the gold finish, I'm not sure if you can see, but the gold actually goes right to the end. And so that you get a nice join with another bit, you don't want there to be that piece of gold. So we're going to lay that down like that. And I will even keep this tiny weeny piece because you would be so surprised at how useful they become. But now, 2 peel offs for a card are a must have. They really are. And I need to make more effort with my mini shapes because the pins, obviously, they were the flagship, the pinstripes, and I've always loved them. And the straights and the shapes, like the mini circles and the mini hearts, like I love a sequin. I used to put sequins in every single kit because I love a bit of bling. But it's really annoying because when you send them anything with a sequin through the post, either the envelope gets torn or you get charged more for it, or, you know, there was always a reason not to. And now I really enjoy having the mini hearts, the mini circles, even like the mini stars for masculine cards are absolutely blinding. So, right, these aren't going to quite meet in the middle, but you will see why that is okay in a few minutes. If you're a purist and you want to make sure that everything, you know, is as should be, then use a new one each time and keep them running. But I am so careful with my craft supplies. Like, I don't like throwing anything away. I get it from my dad. He's a bit of a hoarder. Oh, didn't stick that straight. So pull it back up, have my finger on the end, and then lay it down. And with the slightest amount of tension, you don't need to pull them, but they have got a slight bit of stretch to them if you wanted to. But I think they work really well. Just by, you know, you layer up the first bit, hold it with your thumb or your finger or tweezers or whatever it is that you use, and then you can use your other hand to sort of swing around and get that good finish. I have actually got a peel off hack video next week. That is what we are going to be doing in our live slots. We are trying to do lives every Tuesday morning at 11. Oh, dropped that one. Okay, so definitely wasn't 20 minutes, was it? Never mind. We're not all perfect. Okay. Nearly there. Although, having said that, who can say that they can make 10 cards in 35 minutes? And we're not finished yet. Right, there. Oh, that's not straight. The one thing that you sort of need to double check, and sometimes it's best to lay a ruler when you're joining the two sides up, have a double check to make sure that it's actually in a line, because even though you may place something over the top, it can show that it's not straight. Okay, penultimate one. Does anyone know if there's a word for the penultimate? So the second before. Is that even a thing? What I see is pins. Okay, the ones that I'm using currently are the white straight in gold finish. So the pins, the pinstripes, are 3 different widths and they are slimmer. Oh gosh, here we go. So this is the clear gold finish with white, with gold overlay. So the pins have 3 different widths. There's super teeny weeny skinny. Then there's the middle, and then there's a wider one. And then the straight peel-offs are as if there was a 4th width. So they're all equally widthed apart. So you've got 1, 2, 3 on the pin, and then the width, the widest width. It's going to turn into a tongue twister. The widest width is a straight. And okay, right, I haven't tidied up the corners, and I will. But if I'd have used 1 piece for each card, there'd have been a load of hang-offs on there. And instead, they lived to fight another day. So, we have now done this. I'm just going to trim off these. Oh, that one's done. That was good of me. Trim off the hanging over bits so that they look tidy, because it makes such a difference. Even though your eye isn't looking for it, it will find it. If you don't tidy the edges of your peel-offs, you don't get that lovely finish. And the other thing that you can do, I'm sure I must have shown before, is peel-offs will gladly go through a die cut machine. So if you want to get the stitched edging on top, then you can put your peel-off down on your piece of paper and then push it through the die cut machine, and it will take really pretty stitch. Okay, right. So we have 10 card bases, peel-offed, and you see already they look really professional, don't they? Got a nice little bit of shine, little secret bit of shine. Okay, so let's get them all up the right way, because that would be the next favourite thing, to start attaching toppers when they're around the wrong way. Right, 10, done. Oh my goodness, it's warm in here. So, I've done 4 of these, and I'm going to cheat. Excuse my back for a minute. I need to grab some more cardstock. Okay, I am going to make a mess. One of my favourite things to make. I am going to get watercolour, glittery watercolour, and I've got my water bottle here that I am going to, again, make a mess with. You could spray into these pans. Oh, I'm going to tip it on. I had fire in the first one, and now I'm going to mess around with water in the, wait, is this our third one? Third one. Okay. Doesn't matter if you put loads of water in, because all the water will dehydrate back out and they will all just set flat again. Right, so that's water in there. Let me get a paintbrush. Now, I am going to do blue without a doubt, because this is the blue papers. So I'm just going to sort of activate the ink in the water. And then, as you can see, show you, it's thickening up, it's loosening, like the mica is coming out, and it is super sparkly, super pretty. And it doesn't matter how sort of thick I make this mixture, because as I say, when it dries, it will all just dry flat back in the pan again. So, here we go, let's make a mess. This is going to go everywhere, all over me, the desk. But yeah, it's loading up the brush. When it's fully loaded, just the gentlest of taps. But yeah, I'm just cover. This is just a regular sheet of cardstock. You can use the finger, use the nail. The bigger the blob you want, the more loaded you need the brush to be. Splat, splat, splat. You can of course use other patterned paper. You could have picked other things to die cut from. The sands that came with that kit, Margot, you know what? I loved it. And we did, in the January kit, we did something similar because we did frosting for the cupcakes. Right, okay, I've put loads of blue on there. I now haven't got anywhere to clean my paintbrush, which was really silly. Didn't think about that, did I? So what I'm going to do is, no, that's drinking water. Liam is stealing the lid off of my Yankee candle so that I can put water in it. There is not a sink in this studio. Poor planning, is what I say. And I say that Liam should hurry up and make me a sink. He was a plumber in a previous life before he became magic hands here. Right, okay, so I've done that, and now I'm going to do the ivory one. And again, I'm just going to activate that ink up. Oh, try not to put any blue in there. I love a watercolour splat. And this, because these are shimmer paints, they really shine, which is lovely. So I'm going to splat some of this. Oh gosh, that's going everywhere. When I'm not trying to be pretty on a live video, I would get a cardboard box, you know, just any old box, a postage box, something that our deliveries have come in, anything like that, and put the box in there and then give it a really good splattering, because then you don't care about, I've actually got it on my tummy. It's okay. Liam used to come home covered in grease, I come home covered in paint. It's just how it works, isn't it? Hazards of the job. Right, so I've given that a splattering with both colours, and I'm going to set that off and let that dry. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask Liam to take this back so that I don't knock it everywhere, because that is my favourite thing to do. I'm going to move those. I didn't use the silver in the end. I think I'm just going to stick with this. Now you can blast it with a heat gun, but that is very antisocial when you are live because it's noisy and nasty. I'm going to close this water because that's, again, another little hazard for me. Right, okay, die cut. So I did the stencils, so I'm going to take the larger oval, and just to make it super, super clear, alive. This is the one that I just used on the wave stencil pieces, and so this is the next size up. I'm going to steal that piece of tape, and I'm going to die cut from the silver. This shows you how frugal I am. Yes, so just going to die cut. Putting the tape on the correct side of the die is always a good place to start. Fun for splatters. Yeah, it's if this is not fun, then what is the point? I mean, I'm not going to lie, the idea of trying to make all these cards in 20 minutes was a silly idea. And that wasn't too much fun, that was actually quite stressful. But I'm just going to cut the rest of this off because I don't want the cuts on my die plates to destroy all of the pieces. So sticking the silver, the die onto the silver, onto the cutting mat, the non-cutting mat on top. Everyone knows how to make a die sandwich. Okay, so that's one. And I'm going to do that 4 times so that I've got 4 of these ovals. I'm going to run out of this, but we will get going. I think, like, I've watched videos where people make 20 cards, 10 cards in 20 minutes. I can't seem to get my head around that. I'm not with numbers today, so please ignore me and my silly mistakes. But yes, I've seen people do this. Now, a lot of what they're doing is stamping, and it's repeat stamping, you know, sort of setting up a MISTI tool and just factory line stamping. And I think because I wanted to make an effort to give people an idea of something that they could do at home as well, I think I overreached. So I will revisit the idea. I will come up with another way of trying 20 cards in. Oh my goodness. 10 cards in 20 minutes. Right. Oh, it means I've had a fun crafty day. It does, actually, when you've got some splatters on you. Right, so that's now number 3. I am just about to go to number 4, which is not going to fit on that scrap, so I have to use another. Okay. Margot says, I keep one medium box just for the messy splattering and spraying that goes on when being creative. Historically, when I was in England, my studio was a very different layout to this. This is essentially the side of the garage. So we've got a garage that's behind, and this is like a corridor that's been snipped off the side, and it was a workroom. You know, it had workbenches in the back, and we've got all of our machines in the garage, and I sit in here and work because there's a window as well. So when I'm taking photographs of cards, it looks nicer because you've got natural light on it. I'm trying really hard to ignore Liam that it is scurrying around me, banging and crashing. Oh, there goes that camera. So you've got just my face for the minute. Right, I am getting there now. Gosh, nowhere close to 20 minutes, was it? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I've got a little slither of peel off that's stuck to that. Is that working? So, okay, so we've got the close-up camera, and you're kind of straight, but I'm gonna play with you a little bit just to, there we go. Right. So, while we're working out, oh gosh, really splattered over there, didn't I? While we're working out what's going on with the other camera, I guess you mean 120 minutes. Claudia, you're cheeky. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Cheryl Jackson, I'm happy to see this happening in real time too. I've seen videos of 10 cards in 20 minutes and I've never been able to manage it. Now I don't feel like I'm slow. Honestly, I was really trying. I got all hot and flustered. I was even tempted to put my hair up. That's how serious it was getting. But anyway, now I'm just having fun. And yet, as Margot says, maybe prepare all the die cut pieces in advance. But then that's not truly 10 cards in 20 minutes. I definitely agree with you. And that's more than reasonable. But it's not true though, is it? Like if, like Christy, oh gosh, maybe that was why it was so squeaky. Tape gone. Like Christy's cards, when she does her videos, it looks like pop, pop, pop. And it looks so pretty. And, oh, we've got a very wide zoom. You can see all the mess now. It's all right, I'll fix it. So, I've put tape runner on the back of one of my little ovals. And I'm just going to attach that straight on to my silvery one. And I'm going to do the same for all 4. But yes, I definitely think when you, if you prepare in advance, like if you die cut all your pieces or you snip it all and then you can put it all together, the assembly can be 20 minutes, absolutely. But what I was hoping was to actually be true. But you know what? I would much rather make 10 cards in 120 minutes and actually have them really pretty and be honest about how long it took than try and smash something together that isn't quite true. I mean, I could have actually scored the cardstock before I cut the cards in half. That would have possibly saved a little bit. But anyhow, right, here we are. I can't do it. Or I didn't do it today. I will keep trying. So we've got these, and I am going to pick some girls. I just started card making in January, and I'm happy to get 5 cards done in a day. 10 cards takes me 8 hours. You girls rock. You actually rock. Thank you. Right. So I'm just picking these ladies out at random. There we go. So this is where I was hoping my card making was going to go today. So let's pick out 4 different. That's the same as that one. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to lift her up, and I have got this really, really handy size of foam tape that I'm going to have to hold between my knees and cut. It's just enormous. It's okay. I got it. So, see? We are going to lift up the ovals. So I'm going to cut 4 pieces. Easier said than done. Cut 4 pieces. And put that back. So on the back, and you can obviously put a gazillion foam squares on all of them, but then you've got to sit and pick it all off, so there was some planning with me trying to be a little bit more time efficient. So let's pop these on. 1. And they can go anywhere. Do we have any votes? Because this one is actually a complete, so it could go in. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make them all a little bit different. This one's going to go in the middle. This has got a join here, so that is being dictated for me. So that one is going to come. Ooh, I don't want to cover up those beach huts. Let's go like that. You can go there. This one right in the middle, of course. So we take the backing off, and I'm going to put you up here to cover up that join and to keep them all a little bit unique. It's the thing about a handmade card, isn't it? I mean, I couldn't make them all exactly the same if I tried. And now what I'm actually going to do here is, yeah, I'm going to put this in the middle of the card, almost ignoring where the jaunt is. So they're all in different spots. Now, we have our ladies. How beautiful are they? I absolutely adore these. So I think Betty Boo should be on the one that's furthest over, because if we have the dancing lady up top, she's almost going to be coming off the page. So we're going to have Betty up there. And it's not actually Betty, but she does look like Betty. She looks like my sister that I miss very much today. Right, moving on. Staying cheerful. Yeah, so I'm actually just going to tape the girls flat because I've lifted the ovals and I want them to stay where I've put them. Oh gosh, tape on the mat. Making a right mess today. Okay, so there she goes. Everything's coming together beautifully. Well, I've got to do all the die cutting of my splatter page yet, but we are getting there. It's fun watching you try. Time the cats. You know what? I think I used to do a lot of live videos in Facebook, and I did some making in there, and I really enjoyed it. And when I moved house, I think lockdown, I moved to a different studio. It was a different setup. It was much less cosy because pre-lockdown, I lived in a little flat with my piglet, and my craft area was in the living room, so I was right next door to Pig, and it was all very yeah, it was all very cosy, and everything was behind me because it had to be. There was no other space. And when we moved in lockdown, oh, that's still not quite dry. That's cheeky. Have we got any tissue, please? Got a box of tissues on my desk. But no, here, as you can see, having to ask magic hands to pass over tissues, we, not everything's within reach. So doing a live video, I have the best of intentions and I'll be like, oh, my tape runner's run out. Now, historically, I just bend down and grab the new one. But here, it's all the way at the other end of the room. So I think where we've grown sort of as a company, because we also moved all of our bits in-house, quite literally in-house, in lockdown, because I had little Piglet at home and we weren't supposed to be travelling around unless we had to, so we brought all the work stuffs to our house. But yeah, so I couldn't reach everything anymore, which meant I had to have an extra pair of hands to do a video, which I've now roped Liam into, and he's chuffed. He's so happy. He loves this. He's trying not to laugh or swear at me, probably. Right. He does a lovely job though, doesn't he? Everything is coming together. Right, okay, so I've snipped out a piece of the splatter. I'm hoping, can you see how shiny that is? Not really. It's a bit of a weird day. We've still got some snow on the ground, but it's very grey and overcast, and I think it's probably going to rain. Right, so pop that. So there's one. How cute is that? I love a splatter. I think splatters are going to be on everything now for a little while. I'm sorry, everyone. But you know when you find something that you're like, oh, that works. And the nice thing about this is that quite literally no two cards are going to be the same, because I'm not that good a splatterer. Splatterer? Splattery? I don't know. I have no idea what that is supposed to, what you would be if you cause a splatter. Okay. Oh. 2. Oh. Right. 1, 2. It's going to take a serious amount of time to tidy up my desk after this. I'm going to try and get as many as I can out of this sheet, because I need, what did I need? I needed another 6. And we're getting there. This is number 3. Yes, number 3. Ah, Christy's appreciating the Liam. He's hunting for emojis at the moment, which means you must have said the right thing, Christy. Right, 3. I really like this bit of splatter right there, so I'm going to use, oh gosh, no, I can't, can I? Goodness, it's going to chop off all of this. Oh, this is painful. If I do it like that, without trying to sound like a northerner, sorry, I'm not even in screen, am I? I will get better at this. I'm sorry, I'm so used to having the camera just pointing down that all I need to do was try and make sure my head wasn't in it when I was die cutting or looking over the top of something. Or try and keep my boobs out. That's my favourite thing to dump on the desk. So I'm learning. Right. Let's, there we go. Okay. I think I may have overthought that bit a bit there. Sorry, everyone. Rubbish. Keep. Piglet had the sweetest voice when he was little. Oh my gosh. Christy, seriously, I looked through my Instagram the other day, and if you go way back, you will see a little video of when we received a lawn fawn shipment, and he's just sitting there going through all the stamps going, I like this one, mummy. I like this one, mummy. And it was absolutely adorable. And yeah, he's another one was when he was helping me prepare dyes in the very early days, because he was only 2 when we started, and yeah, it was, he was a very little piglet. He is now Piggy. He's now a big guy. Okay, so let's pull you in so you can watch me do my very exciting die cutting. And you're not seeing all the mess on the desk. Okay, 4, 2 more. 2 more to go. Tis a frantic pressure. He's a silly boy. Not a pleasure at all. He's going to sit down after this and really huff and moan. So why have we got to do this every week? I say because you're told. Because you do. It's good. It's very, very helpful. It's very good. I would never have managed this without the technical assistance. I can barely change my ringtone. Right. Last one. Woohoo! And I appreciate I am going towards a part where there isn't a lot of splatter anymore, but it doesn't actually really matter because we're going to have the lady over the top. So okay, right. Plates out of the way. Dies back where they need to go because otherwise I lose them. Okay, I need a little sip of water. Been very chatty now for a long time. Okay, so next cards. See? A little bit of shiny splatter. So I am going to do exactly the same as I did with the other ones. I'm going to tape the lash girls straight onto the ovals. Oops. Get these out of the way. Okay. Claudia, have you met each other, Christy and Lizzie? Oh, we have. Christy's one of my favourites. I've got all of her pictures up on the wall there. She's just out of shot. Yeah, at Creativation. Hope the next time you make a photo. We have got some photos together. I will reshare them. I don't think they're unpacked, you know. I have had one of them blown up. There's one of my favourite ones was at Creativation with Christy and with Laura, who is Crafty Not Shifty. We had an absolute blast. And I think that was the last one just before lockdown. Used 2 die. You know what? I was considering, I've got a big shot, like an extended, very big shot. And I was thinking I could run the nested rectangles, sorry, and the ovals through at the same time. There is so many that we can do. 2020, that was it, Christy. Well done, darling. I can barely say 10 cards in 20 minutes, let alone think about what year something was. Brain's like goo at the minute. Okay. I reckon I might have been able to make 1 card in 10 minutes. What do you think? Do you think that might have been a possibility? Like with no editing. Oh, what did I overdo? Or did I not pick out all my ladies? Or did I not pick enough ladies in the first instance? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I just can't count. I just can't count. We're all good. Okay, so now I need to clean my mat because everything's sticking to it. You know when they say it's like a self-healing mat? I want a mat that self-cleans, that just every so often a little, you know, like a windscreen wiper or something just goes across it and gets rid of all the tat that you've managed to flick onto it or spill. That's another one. That's another one of my favourites. 3, 4, 5, schematics. Now you can, of course, try not to cut my hair as I do this. You can, of course, do another layer behind this using just a different colour cardstock, essentially. I always enjoy doing the metallics, like the matte, shiny ones, because, yeah, I'm a magpie. But these ones I'm going to do slightly differently, which is why there isn't the matte on these ones. I die cut the silver, and I haven't done that on these because I'm going to do something else, which is a little bit fun. Now that I'm not on the time. So, oh, we got Joan. Hello. Joan is one of my favourite commenters of all time. On almost every video that I do, she leaves the sweetest comments. Actually, have so much love for Joan. Right, everyone. We love everyone, of course, but she says the kindest and sweetest. Okay, so I am going to just put these in where I feel fits. And these are all the right way up. I'm just double checking. Nearly there. You've all been very patient with me, considering I asked for 20 minutes and it's, what is it, like an hour and 20 minutes now. Oh, she nearly went on upside down. Okay. Right. At this point, these are great note cards. So Liam, find it. Find it. I want to know who it is. They need a badge. They need a prize. Okay. So yes, I would call this done. Hour and 20 is, oh, I'm going to get shamed now. Okay, 80 minutes. Someone called a little bit longer. I was quicker than you. You know how I'm blonde? I am allowed to have these moments. Okay. Right, so I'm going to stick some gems on. So the ones that have got the silvery on, I'm going to leave those ladies as embellished because they have the extra frame around them. Okay. So these little loves are going to get some seashells because I like seashells. They're pretty and they're shiny. And I'm only going to put them on individually. So these are all in a row. So if you wanted to create a border, they are ideal because they're all correctly spaced. It's all perfect. But if you don't want to, if you just want to add a little button somewhere, how do I want to do this? She's going to kiss the shell. There we go. That's what she's doing. This one, I'm going to add a couple. I'm going to put two. I'm going to snip off that little bit of extra glue on that side. She is going to get a little shell. Well, you know what? She's actually going to have a blue shell. There's so much lovely blue on this card. I'm going to use some of the blue ones. Okay. Oh, I've got Judy. Hello, darling. Great cards. Thank you very much. This was so much fun, but I must go. Honestly, Bet, thank you for staying this long. Shouldn't have taken this long. I will plan better next time. So, as you can see, I am now just popping little cute extras. And I'm only putting one. And I'm going to come back in with... Oh, no, she needs white on hers. She can have blue on hers. I've made my desk look like such a mess, I'm sorry. But, having said that, this is the best. It's real. This is what my desk looks like when I work. I think when you see the highly edited versions, they are not a true representation of how I craft. Okay, so last one. She's going to get this super cute little shell. And now I'm going to run away and just grab some gems that I have. I have a million gems. I saved them from all of the different projects, and I should have thought about this beforehand. Again, I'm very sorry I didn't. But all I'm using is clear gems and blue gems. They are in the website, and I'm going to use this little craft knife, which I really like because I put my finger in it and it stops it from falling around. So, oh, I didn't even see that. Look, this was one of the ones I said, oh, it's not going to matter because I'll cover it with a topper. Glad it would have taken longer because I would have missed it if it had gone to plan. Well, Margot, I'm here to serve. It was just for you, darling. Right. Oh. So, this might need a little bit of card surgery afterwards because the paper is not happy about letting go. But you know what? This is real card making right here. This is how it happens, and this is how we're going to fix it. So remove that. It is still very sticky, but because it's just been lifted up and it's been used once, add some tape runner over the tape again. And now I need to work out where my margins are. What do I need to have covered? And I'm going to go there. No one would know. Right, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to just add a few little gems around because having just one of something is not quite pleasing to the eye. So I'm just going to spread another couple of extra gems so that you're following the rule of 3 because it really does make a difference. So we're going to get a clear gem up here and we're going to put a blue gem over there. So we've got 3 and I'm tying in that blue. This one is going to go blue and then clear up at the top. Oh, got a little bit of thread in that one. Here. These gems could also be replaced with peel-offs, you know, the little mini hearts or stars. The mini hearts would work really pretty with the lash girls. Oh, where do I want you? Here. She's got 2 already, so that would be greedy to give her more. And this one, because it's got so much red, I'm not going to use the blue gems. I am just going to use the clear ones. And one here. One there. Oh no, that's in a line. That was a terrible choice, wasn't it? Up. Let's go there. Otherwise we'll be here forever. Okay. Mini twinkles. Yes, Christy. And Gloria, thank you very much. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. That's very sweet of you. I always feel really cringy. Please like and subscribe. Like, I get that it's necessary. I need people to like the videos and subscribe, but yeah, I kind of hope that if people like the video that they will want to like it and subscribe. Anyway, let's get away from things I find awkward because there's lots of things and we're live. So I've made 10 cards now. I would consider, let's move these over because my face is there. I would consider these made as cards. I mean, I can keep going. I can add more gems. There's the sentiment that I was going to stamp into the inside of every one, which is super, super sweet. And I've buried the stamp set. Oh no. There she is. Right. So this has got some really lovely stamp sets, sentiments on it. We've got birthday wishes, sunshine kisses, you're a lifesaver, because that's a little lifesaver. Beach babe, vintage, not old, one classy lady, hello beautiful, and you're timeless. So any of those could get stamped inside as a sentiment, or you could stamp it and cut it out and pop it on the front as well. But anyhow, I'm going to let you all go because you have been so polite hanging in with me for all this time when I said 20 minutes. I will make a better effort to work out a card design and maybe do a dry run or two to see if I can actually do it before I make any of these grand promises again. Next Tuesday, we're going to be here with peel-off hacks. So we're going to have loads and loads of cards made, and we're just going to decorate them all with all the different ways that peel-offs will make a card pop. So we'll show befores and afters, and I'm really looking forward to that one. So have your peel-offs at the ready, and any peel-offs that you've got, you'll be able to join in with us if you want. And Claudia says we'll meet next week. Mini Twinkles are their favourite of the minis. They are going to be there next week, so do join us. And please have a go at the layout challenge. I'm pushing this hard because we're giving away $100, and that's like a kit and most of the add-ons that go with it. So it's a big giveaway for us. And we think that it's good fun and it gets us making, and I think that's what we need to do, and that's why I'm doing these live videos where I'm actually making a bit of a fool of myself as well. So it's been really good fun. Thank you all ever so much for sticking with me until the end, and until next Tuesday, happy paper crafting, make something beautiful. Bye.